Hi everyone, it's Ashley. Tonight I have an album, a 12 by 12 album from Michael's Recollections brand. It's just a 12 by 12 fabric covered album, and I loved it, so I bought it. And I have a stack of layouts, and these layouts are all some of them you've seen them recently if you've watched my looking at layouts videos, but these are all from January 2013, so just a little bit more than a year ago. And these are all the pages from January, from photos from January that I've scrapped, and I'm going to put them in the album, but I'm not going to put them in page protectors. I'm mixing sizes, and I actually just went and I took all of my layouts, all the layouts I've ever done that were in albums. I just took them out of albums, and because I don't really like page protectors. I don't like that they're shiny, and I don't like that you can't really appreciate the page fully when it's in the page protector. So I'm going to try to put them in the album without page protectors, but I don't want to hole punch. I've been thinking about this a lot, so this is like my whole thought process over like months. I don't want to punch holes directly into the pages in case I don't like it. And then I don't want to have layouts with holes punched in the sides. If I knew for sure I was going to like it, I wouldn't have a problem having holes in the layouts. Like, I think that's fine. It's like, I do that in many albums and I don't mind. So instead I'm going to make some little tabs as like layout things. So, where's my punch? Oh, it's on my other desk. I have this punch. I actually have no idea who it's by. It says Paper Shapers on it. Oh, it's an EK Success punch. I actually bought it used. I bought a whole box of punches on the for sale or trade board at 2Ps, and this was one of them. And I didn't really know what I was going to do with it, but I'm going to try this. I punched out a whole bunch of shapes. There they are. I'm going to fold them in half, and I punched a hole in the middle, and then I'm going to use those, adhere them to layouts, and then put them through the binder rings. So let's see how that goes. I'm not actually entirely sure how this is going to work, or yeah, if it's going to work, I guess. How or if. Okay, so there are some. And I'm going to use my ATG because I think that way it's a pretty sticky adhesive, but I think it's also not going to stick forever and ever. So I've put them in the order that I want them in. And something I'm not super sure about is how I'm going to make sure these, and I'm only going to do 2 on my 8.5 by 11 pages. So I'm going to put them in there like that, and then I'm going to try to stick the page down to it and line it up so it's even. I feel like I could have a better way of doing this, but I don't really know. Seems kind of awkward and slightly crooked. Okay, and now I'm going to do something that I'm not really super sure about. I'm actually going to tape this layout to the back of it, so that's going to be the next page. So I've kind of been going through my pictures from, I just put a little bit of ATG on the corners of this already. There's just like 1/2 centimeter, hardly any at all. Like a 1/4 inch. Just a little tiny bit in each corner. And of course my layouts aren't even like cut straight, because some of them I just cut by hand out of a 12 by 12 piece of paper. Or I cut it with my trimmer part way and then by hand the rest of the way. Well, it's not working very well. Maybe this wasn't a good idea. Okay, so now that can go in there. I don't know. I guess we'll see if it's gonna stick. I think I should have made the little holes in the tab thingies bigger. I just used like a standard hole punch, like an office supply one, but I would like them to be a little roomier. a little roomier for turning. Okay, this one, I'm gonna use these pink ones for, so I'm going to put it on like that. Put it on like that. These pages I did with Cocoa Daisy Kit. I did them all at the same time. So they kind of all match. I don't normally match my layouts, but it's kind of nice to have them look the same, or same-ish, or kind of go together. Okay. Yeah, those definitely need to be roomier. Okay, I'm going to go back later on and I'm going to find a hole punch. Because the only one I have now is like one of those little mini dollar store ones that they have, not dollar store, but from like the dollar spot at Michael's, the little Recollections one, and I don't think it'll punch through the 2 layers of cardstock. It's a fine little punch, but it's just a little wimpy. Okay, and so this one I actually glued the tabs onto already. That was my tester. It's pollen with this guy. And I don't have a page to go on the back of this one either. But I have a few more photos, so that's why I sort of strategically left. I didn't glue those 2 together. Okay, and so now I have a 12 by 12 page. So I think for this one I'm going to use 3 tabs because I think it will need a little extra support. And I only punched them out in sets of 2, so I'm going to have to use mismatched. But that's okay because they don't really... These are just scraps on my desk from cutting, mostly from cutting papers down to 8.5 by 11. So put those on. This is kind of tedious. I didn't think it was going to be easy, but I actually didn't think it was going to be this irritating, so I don't know. Although I really hate putting pages into page protectors because my pages always get stuck because I don't really glue stuff down very well, and I sometimes actually forget to glue things on, and I use a lot of bulky stuff that gets caught on the page protector. So it's actually a really pretty side of this paper too, which I'm thinking it's actually why I left this page on this side without anything glued to it, because I think it'd be kind of nice just to have a blank, just have some pattern paper showing in a finished album, or I could put just like a little note over there. It doesn't have to be a full layout or anything. I'm thinking my scrapbooks should be more scrappy. Okay, so that's that one. And then what do I have next? I have these 2. Oopsies. I'm getting a new thingy today to hold up my camera. It's not a tripod. I'm building something. I'm sticking a whole bunch of different pieces together, and then I'm going to attach it to my wall of my desk. Actually, it's not even a wall. I'm going to attach it to the window frame that my desk sits up against over there. So right now I can't. I've got tripod legs ding there and there. So I don't have a lot of room to work, so I keep knocking stuff over. Okay, let's see. I'm going to use these ones. So just fold it over. I thought folding it over was better than cutting them in half because it would just make these little tabs a little more durable, because I don't want them to rip over time. And I don't want the layouts to fall off either. So if I like it, I'm probably going to go back. I might like even sew them on or something. And then the other reason I decided to do this, which I just totally forgotten about until now, is that I figure if I really, really hate them and they're glued on, I can just cut them off. They won't peel apart without damaging the front of the layout. I can just go and I can just cut off the little tab from where it is. and then I'll be able to put them back in page protectors. Okay. So just running adhesive down that, and of course I forgot my hole punch. Over here. Get it. And I'm just kind of eyeballing, just sort of thinking that's about the middle. And I'm just trying to line it up to sort of eyeball it up to about the same place. And it's kind of sticks sometimes. Okay. Thread those through. Line this up. It's a little finicky. That's probably why no one does this, because it's a pain in the butt. Okay. See, it's crooked. But you can sort of peel apart ATG if you don't put down too much. And you don't stick it down too hard at first, you can reposition it a little tiny bit. Not always. I have ripped my paper in my layout before. And now I'm going to put a little tiny bit of adhesive just right in the corners. Okay, so this is all the pages I have done now. I decided to stick these to a Ruby Sky. Yeah, I really have to make those holes bigger, that's awkward. Ruby Sky together. Because lately when I was putting layouts in albums, in page protectors, I've been putting in the same page protector, like back to back. I was putting layouts of the same child or the same topic, so back to back I put 2 layouts of Ruby Sky or 2 layouts of Summer Nilly together. So that way I think if when they get older they ever want to break up the albums, I thought it would be easier just to take out a whole page protector or 2 layouts back to back of the same child. So this way, like, I'm assuming when they get bigger, the girls are probably going to want some layouts and photos of their sisters, but I bet Ruby Sky is going to want the pages about her, and Summer Nilly is going to want the pages about her, so this way they'll already be stuck together. And I don't know, they're just going to have to pick and choose other pages, I guess. Alright, so it is kind of awkward to turn, but I'm going to get a bigger hole punch and see if that will help. There, so now I'm thinking from now on, when I have a picture I want to scrapbook, I can kind of come and see where it's going to fit in and put it in accordingly. Alright, thanks, bye!